Hey guys, today is the 22nd of June. I'm still in this happy little Belfast for like 9 more days, more or less. Um, and I'm still kind of closing off things. I have basically last week I made contact with some Turkish suppliers, but they were all balking and unhappy about my shite. So I'm not quite out of the woods on my main project now. But aside from that, I'm kind of closing things out here in Belfast, so that's very good. I've decided I'm gonna claim the whole Pakistan, and treat it a bit like Nigeria. It also has a big population. So anyway, I've booked a party venue. I'm working on next weekend, the day before I have my next chat with you. I will see if I can get my one friend, who's apparently quite well known as a singer in this town, to perform at my party. And then otherwise, I will I have 3 days with my sales team this week coming to try to get the final deal. And I've also reached out to a friend of mine in China who I'm kind of optimistic might be able to solve our problem for us. So by the end of this week, I want to have that one finished off. On the 29th, the next day I'm talking to you, I will also confirm if my legal maneuverings are all good in this town, and I will be ready to go, basically. Worth discussing while I have you future people on the phone, that the war picked back up maybe about a week ago. Israel, basically, the genocide has been... Okay, we're now going to launch to the moon. So I've just launched a thingo at the moon. I'm going to give up on leading all the tech now for a bit, because no one's going to launch a mission to Mars for a while, now that we have a mission to the moon. But basically, soon I'm going to be allowed in the game to colonize the moon. I want to make sure the date... My survey will arrive on the 26th of August. So I want to be in a position to have... My faster probe, I needed it by then. But this outpost core, which is now set for the 23rd, I need it by the 26th. So that's grand. Now anyway, Israel attacked Iran. Everything was looking kind of boring, but there was still very much a genocide going on. It's probably killed about half the population of Gaza at this point. It's not great for our age, but it is what it is. But I was kind of worried that they were gonna get away with everyone ignoring them. But Netanyahu doesn't like to be ignored, so instead he decided to start attacking Iran. And now for the past like 6 or 8 days, every day Iran has just been pummeling Israel. And it's unprecedented levels of getting their shit kicked in. Now today in the morning, or last night, the American army attacked Iran for the first time in this war, but it was a pretty half-assed attack, and so far Iran's just responding. Iran's responding by pummeling Israel extra hard. Apparently they've taken out Ben Gurion Airport. People are not allowed to leave the country. Even with the illegal leaving, there's still been like 20,000 people fleeing by boat to Cyprus. They're having like a crisis apocalypse in Israel, and every night they get pin-cushioned. They're not letting non-Jews into their stupid bunkers. Like it's quite catastrophic there. But the hotter the war gets, the more likely the genocide will end pretty soon. And so I'm quite optimistic that like we're winning it, basically. So that's an important thing to put on this wee historical record. Look at this, I'm getting quite up high in the United Kingdom, that's very good. But yeah, the war's heated up again in our timeline of mine that I live in. So that's worth mentioning. And otherwise, I'm hitting all my targets here. I'm going to that side soon. I might go to Turkey. There's, like I said, I feel like I have a good intuition about my friend in China. I might be able to just find me a guy in China, which would mean I don't go to Turkey at all. I just go to straight back to Kenya. So we'll see how that plays out. But otherwise, everything's coming along pretty well right there. I guess I don't have that busy a time to talk to you about here. So yeah, America hit Iran today, this morning, with 3 nuclear sites, and Trump is talking about how, like, he's talking a lot of shite, but his team behind him looks pretty scared. They're saying that Israel has Trump blackmailed because of this business that I'm not sure you've heard about in our age of Jeffrey Epstein files. I'm not going to go into it because it's gross, but they have him blackmailed pretty bad, is the theory, so he had to attack. But he's done a pussy-ass attack. He's also put, I think there's 3 aircraft carriers right now in the Straits of Hormuz, and he's put America's oldest aircraft carrier, they're going to scupper next year. So he's kind of like, please hit my aircraft carrier, which has 30,000 souls on it, because then he'll have a casus belli to go to town on the Iranians. But Iran doesn't want to be stupid. Iran is blessedly not stupid, so it's more likely they'll hit the Air Force bases America has dotted around these little countries here. And I don't think America would have a huge leg to stand on. I think Iran should shoot the American ambassador to Israel, whose name is Mike Huckabee, who's a big dickbag. I think that would be hilarious because, of course, under Trump's last term, 8 years ago, he killed Soleimani, General Soleimani, who kind of invented the kind of warfare we're doing now. He was like a great person that Iran had that America under Trump fucking killed the man because they're dicks. So now I'm up to, yeah, every one of those just gives me another 1% of researching alien technology, or researching about the aliens. So yeah, that's more or less where we stand now. Next turn, my thingo is going to hit the moon, and I'm going to be allowed to colonize the moon because I'll have explored the moon, basically. And the way it works, okay, let me do this. The way it works is that the moon is, like, they roll the dice on what resources are on the moon at the start of every game, right? So, I'm gonna update Pakistan's economy during the break. But it's locked in, so once I've seen the moon, I know what's there, like, the knowledge remains. So I've never actually played past the turn, like, I play forward to see what's going on, prepare myself for this and that. Okay, that's cool. I don't want Mexico anymore. But I've never played past next turn, so this will be why it's the next season for me. And it's pretty soon now that, here's a key number that I've been talking a bit about, is that you see down here I can't move my mouse, but you see all that big block of text down at the bottom of the screen. It keeps saying 25th of September 2023 again and again and again, and that is when I'm allowed to start unifying Europe. And I'm hoping to be ready to unify Belgium and Netherlands into France. Unify Europe around France in this game. Like, France is, for the l'Empire c'est moi, according to the conceits of the game. And I've been looking at it. I think I might also be able to incorporate Bulgaria, which is like, sure, dude, but I'll take it. It's nice to have, like, a bit more spread out. I can put armies there to jump off and do stuff if I need to. So I think I'll grab maybe those 3, and then I'm still working on Spain and UK, which I now have a good chunk of the support in the UK. And Germany, of course, I still have a good chunk of the support from before as well. So that's it. I'm closing out my game. Wish me luck on this final week of getting the final piece of my puzzle. I'd like to eventually have a flow that goes maybe through the Eastern Mediterranean, but if for the short term I need to jump my ships all the way across to China and all the way back, I'm happy to do it. I just need to make the deal right now. So that's maybe what's possibly going to happen, or maybe not. Alright, I will see you guys next week, and I think that will be the final episode of my Belfast phase. So see you then.